Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers is one of the special programs of the Nysc, conducted quarterly and simultaneously across all 36 states and the FCT. During this program, the scheme utilizes its core medical personnel to offer members of rural communities healthcare services and medication free of charge. I remain Israel and Jassy. Stay with us. Don't go nowhere. Today on NYSC Tidbits, General Nafiu lauds Army for supporting NYSC. Nafiu seeks support for NYSC in Rivers State. The Director General of National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, has applauded the officers and men of the 16th Brigade Nigerian Army, Yenegua Bayelsa State, for their immense support, especially on security matters and other logistics for the scheme in Bayelsa State. He said the brigade's collaboration with NYSC Bayelsa State Secretariat has tremendously assisted the scheme in its achievements. He also applauded the Commander, 6th Division Nigerian Army, Port Harcourt, for supporting NYSC orientation camp activities across the states under his jurisdiction, which has impacted on the level of discipline being given to the corps members. The Director General of National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, has appealed for more support for the scheme in Rivers State. He made the appeal when he paid an advocacy visit to the sole administrator of the state, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ikwe Ebas, at the Government House, Port Harcourt, the state capital. Nafiu, who commended the state government for its notable assistance to the NYSC Rivers State Secretariat, informed the sole administrator that the state orientation camp requires additional hostel accommodation to cater for the increased number of corps members being deployed to the state. The NYSC Chief Executive disclosed that the corps population had grown to the point where the scheme now mobilizes an average of about 400,000 corps members annually, which means that the allocation of corps members per state had naturally increased, necessitating the upgrade of camp facilities, including hostel accommodation.
Youth are pivotal to the development of any country. The National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, is at the center of the promotion of national unity, integration and development in Nigeria. I encourage corps members to remain disciplined, patriotic, committed to the love for country, and participate positively and actively in all community and national development initiatives of the scheme and government. The government will continue to do the best to provide an enabling environment to foster and support you as active participants in national development and in rewriting Nigeria's story for good. God bless the youth of Nigeria. God bless the NYSC. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Welcome back. Let me quickly remind you that you can always catch us on NYSC TV, on free-to-air satellite, and on NYSC Radio 88.3 FM. Come with us as we take you to the heart of Karu in the Federal Capital Territory, where the Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers for the second quarter in 2025 took place. The second quarter of the Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers, conducted by the NYSC, took place at the LEA Primary School, Gida Mangoro, Karu, in Abuja. The medical outreach, which took place on the 18th of June 2025, had present members of the NYSC management, dignitaries, and community members.
Over the years, the NYSC, through its medical corps personnel, have gone to communities to bring medical services, free medical services to communities across the nation. Today, we have moved our machineries to Gida Mangoro here in the FCT to bring medical services to the people of this community.
To give the introductory address was the Director, Community Development Service and Special Programs Department, Ayijo Yahaya, PhD, who welcomed the guests and members of the NYSC management and highlighted the significance of the program.
The medical outreach, as we are aware, have been very remarkable. It have touched the life of the privileged. We have been going to the villages and meeting our rural dwellers who are on one way or the other cannot afford free medical care. So we are here today in Gidamongoro to make sure we bring all the medical consumables, all our medical personnel to make sure that all those that are not feeling fine are treated free of charge.
To appreciate the scheme for this initiative was the district head of Gidamangoro Karu, His Royal Highness Musa Magaji.
Gaskiya ina baban godiya sosai. Allah ne ya shirya wannan program. Kuma babban program ne wanda shi chairman ya zo ya same ni kuma na gani haka. Babban program wanda mun san shi domin in ba mu hadu a wannan program ba ta mu cuce kayanmu. Domin wannan program na duban jiki lafiyarmu ko ba haka ba babba abu ne sosai. Domin wanda ya yi wasa da ran shi. In ba mu hada wannan program ba ta mu cuce kayanmu. Domin in ba ka da lafiya ina za ka je ba za ka je ya je aiki ba. Ba za ka je wani wuri ba. To ka gani wannan babban program ne.
Representing the Director General, Brigadier General Olakunle Olusheye Nafiu, was the Director, Planning, Research and Statistics, Alhaji Ahmed Ikaka, who gave the DG's address and declared the health initiative for rural dwellers for the second quarter in 2025 open.
The program was born out of Nysc's management desire to prioritize the total well-being of members of our rural communities by deploying highly qualified medical personnel to provide free medical attention to the most indigent persons in communities. To my patriotic members, both in the medical field and others who are here to provide support services, I commend your contributions to healthcare delivery to our rural areas. I remain ever proud of you and your incalculable contributions to the socio-economic development of our dear nation. Your selfless service will indeed be recorded in the annals of the scheme. It is therefore my pleasure to declare the 2025 second quarter NYSC Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers program open. Thank you and God bless you.
The outreach saw a vibrant turnout of community members, from elderly men and women, mothers with young children, to the youths, who all sat patiently and queued according to their numbers to get free medical care. Having been attended to, these community members were filled with so much joy and gratitude. For most of them, this was their first time attending a medical outreach and being able to access healthcare services for free.
My name is Grace, and I want to appreciate the government. They checked my BP and they gave me drugs. This is my first time, and I'm very happy. I say thank you.
I got the information at early hours of this morning. They asked us to come here that there will be free medical check-up here. I have a 4-year-old daughter who is having cough and complaint of stomach ache. They gave her deworm and coughlin and paracetamol. They gave me gelocin too because I don't have any issue. We are happy that NYC rendered their own community development service to us.
First of all, I would say that we thank God for this opportunity given to us, this Gidamangoro, because it's not easy for us in this period to be able to afford hospital bill. But thank God for this outreach that has come to our doorstep. So the complaint I gave, I was asked how my health status and I was checked up. And I tell them my complaint, which I was given a drugs that it will help me, that will bring down my health. But I'm really thanking God and I'm appreciating them, that the Lord God will bless them.
I'm so happy because most of us to even afford it is difficult, but
and I like the way they attend to us. They were nice to us. I complained about stomach pain and they gave me the drugs. I'm thanking the NYSC for the job well done.
I come here to attend to me, my body pain, cold, but thank God they give medicine to heal my sickness.
The core medical personnel on ground worked tirelessly to attend to every patient, demonstrating not only their expertise but compassion and dedication.
This HIRD program has been very effective. People are testifying to the fact that we've been reaching out to them, like those of them that don't really have the money to go to hospitals and all that, they do come to us most times and we take care of their health challenges. So we thank the NYSC for providing such a program.
Generally, I would say the most predominant cases here so far is malaria. So we have dispensed, I can't even count the number of anti-malarials we have dispensed here today. Kudos to the NYSC for organizing this program because I would say it's very effective because interacting with some of these patients, interacting with some of them, it's not all of them that can speak English, but then speaking with them in their local dialect, I found out that some of them don't even have the means to afford some of these drugs on their own. Thank you for bringing this program because it has helped the likes of them who don't have the means to afford some of these medications, so at least afford them today.
It's a good thing to serve the community. So right here, you can see the people around trying to get their drugs. So we have patients who are being treated for malaria. We have patients who are hypertensive. We have nursing mothers. They've come around with their children. The health initiative is a very welcome development for the community. So I want to say a very big thank you to the NYSC. It's a good job and I believe that we'll do more, we'll reach more communities with time. Yeah.
Good day everyone. Here with you is Nurse Lechuku Amanda Munachimso and I'm from Abia State, Isukwato local government to be precise. And this is actually my first time of being part of this outreach, which is an aspect of public health that helps in sensitizing people and bringing health care to their doorsteps. You know, we can't actually get to everyone. They can't actually have access to come into the various hospitals, but we try to bring in them very close to them. And this is actually a very wonderful experience in the sense that you get to reach out to the most vulnerable groups like the children, the pregnant women, the aged, very important aspect. So most of them are actually complaining of knee issues, which is very common, and their environment too, having stagnant waters around, their children are not, properly being fed and all of that. So I feel this program as an aspect of public health and community health. The major challenge of public health issues is accessibility. They don't have access to, healthcare services. So we try to bring it very close to them. And it happens 4 times yearly. So we've actually done the first one and this is the second one. So we have 2 more to go. So we see that they have so many opportunities to reaching out to people as much as possible, which brings us close to NYSC motto, service and humility. So NYSC is here to serve people, be it far, be wide, be close, anywhere. Special thanks to the Director General and all the people who are actually part of this scheme. So we also want to thank the community members because if they did not avail themselves, we can have this. So all thanks to NYSC and everybody. All thanks to myself for availing myself. Nigeria serves Nigeria.
From the faces of these community members, they feel seen, cared for, and valued. Since inception in 2014, the HIRD program of the NYSC has gone beyond just a medical outreach, but now a symbol of hope for thousands who have little or no access to healthcare, reminding them that no matter how remote, they are not forgotten. Let's now turn our focus to Tosin Toluwaloju, a core member who hails from Edo State. Tosin, who was mobilized to Kogi State in 2024 for her service year, embarked on a personal community development service project after discovering the need to end rote learning among students and to educate young girls on menstrual hygiene. Sounds unique, right? Let's now meet her as she takes us through the CDS project, tagged the Future Forward Project. Come with us.
My name is Victoria Oluwatosin Tolualoju. I'm from Edo State, Nigeria. I attended the University of Benin and I graduated in the year 2023 with a second-class OPA. And I'm currently serving in Lokoja, Kogi State. I was mobilized for the Batch B Stream 1 June 2024 orientation course. My camp experience was an amazing one. You know, it was an experience that really stretched me. I was the co-editor-in-chief of the Orientation Broadcast Service, and then I became the co-camp director, which made me connect with a lot of persons, camp officials, as well as co-members, and also allowed me, participate in camp activities. My service here has been beautiful, the hospitality, getting to meet amazing people, like minds, my PPA, everything has just been so amazing. Having to also learn, I have grown, I have learned, I have unlearned as well. Being in another, I'm from the South, and I've always, I know a lot about the South, grew up in Benin. But coming to the northern parts of, Nigeria, North Central precisely, has helped me to understand their culture, meet people from diverse ethnic group, which had made my service here awesome. My personal community development service was Future Forward Project. That's the tag, the name tag. And it looked at, empowering secondary school students with educational skills, critical thinking skills, and also, impacting young girls with menstrual health hygiene education. And this is because I have seen that, some secondary schools, especially in a situation, in our traditional secondary school setting, where a lot of students, tend to believe more on rote learning, garbage in, garbage out. Sometimes they don't even go back to do research on what they've been taught to try to, come up with solutions. Which other way can this be? Not the regular garbage in, garbage out, right? So I thought that my personal CDS project can address this and fill this gap, inspire secondary school students to think more. So what motivated me to go about my project is because I have the passion for young people. I would also, it also started from my personal experience while I was in secondary school. Co-members would come to our school, would interact with us, would tell us, would teach us life skills and the likes. So that actually, inspired me, and getting to being in that same position right now as a co-member, I thought it wise to reach out to secondary school students, especially for the first phase where we reached out to girls in secondary school menstrual health hygiene. We had we didn't just educate them on menstrual health hygiene. We also brought in resource persons who are within their communities, who are doing well, young female entrepreneurs, professionals who are doing well, to even inspire these girls to dream more, to know that young girls are doing exploits. You cannot just be relegated to the background. No, you are doing exploits. You can do so much more. And for the second phase, the critical thinking phase, where we had to we aim to actually inspire and empower secondary school students to go beyond rote learning, go beyond the garbage in, garbage out, to come up with innovative solutions to what problems. Because the debate was really centered on societal issues that are very, very common that we can see in our society, such as cybercrime, agriculture, ethics, upholding value systems, and all. And I know that this actually would help the students to refine them to be better persons. Sourcing for funds for this particular project was, I don't want to say it was stressful, but I learned it was really beautiful, because we know, and you'd understand or you agree with me, that funding is the life wire of any project. One of the ways at which I was able to source for funds was even within my community, within the community here, Lokoja, Kogi State, like my PPA, community leaders, stakeholders sponsored the project, and that made it a success. Having individuals across Conflict Cable Network, the special advisor on media, to the executive governor of Kogi State, and a lot of amazing individuals, non-governmental organizations, Akoni Care Foundation, GEPRO Africa, and a lot of organizations as well, supports this project to, to the limelight. Basically, it was sourced within my community, and it was more like I appealed to them, I followed up, I reached out to them, I'm a co-member, and they supported me. I would say that I feel so fulfilled, like I am happy about the completion of my personal community development project, because right from the first phase, in fact, that was the motivation that we needed to go for the second phase. We got responses from some of the students on how they feel. Some of them even asked us questions, personal questions, like as co-members, and everything. They were inspired. So that even fueled our resolve for the second phase. And yes, I'm fulfilled because the feedbacks that we're getting is actually, beautiful and amazing, especially from the beneficiaries and even from the community, that we impacted. The NYSC scheme for me is a very good platform to grow. It's a platform that would stretch you. It's a platform that if you have an open mind to explore, to grow, to become better, it will provide that opportunity for you. From the camp experience where you get to meet with people that you don't even know from Adam, you just get to meet and you bond together with them to learn something from them. Then going to your place of primary assignment, the people that you meet in your workplace and everything just makes the scheme and the whole structure entirely beautiful. So the NYSC scheme, just like the motto says, service and humility. Yes, it's amazing. It's a very beautiful initiative. And I want to say that it has helped me to become a better version of myself. I want to appreciate the scheme for the platform they gave me to carry out my personal community development project. I also want to thank God Almighty for even giving me the strength, to be able to go on this service here. My parents, my place of primary assignments, Complex Cable Network, the Office of the Special Advisor on Media to the Governor of Kogi State, all the individuals who supported, the schools that we worked with, the Ministry of Education, Lokoja Kogi State, and everyone who supported this project and made it a success. I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you to Mr. Femi Oshubo, the state coordinator of the NYSC Lokoja Kogi State, to the public relations officer, to my LGI, and amazing NYSC officials who has also helped me, who has, in their own way, serves in capacity of fathers and mothers to me. I want to say thank you. Long live the NYSC scheme, long live Lokoja Kogi State, and long live Nigeria.
Wow, that was inspiring. Well done, Tosin. Project like hers reflects why the NYSC established Community Development Service Program to create meaningful, lasting impact on community members. I've been your anchor, Israela Njasi. And as we wrap up today's episode of NYSC Half Hour, remember, first, that the safety of core members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Secondly, you can always catch us on NYSC TV, on free-to-air satellites, and on NYSC Radio 88.3 FM. We would love to hear from you, so connect with us via our social media handles displayed on your screen, and we will gladly write back. Bye for now.